Hey guys, Henry and Adam here with another review of the WAPA/WRPF 2017 State Championships. Today we look at the 110 class, Adam. Thoughts?
Well, 110 kilo class, Henry Day, up until only 10 minutes ago. I didn't even realise there were that many competitors.
Yeah, we're looking at a full field of around about 8 competitors at this point. Quite an even field too. There's no one that's actually, I would say, putting their hand up to dominate this. The field looks pretty even. Favourite going into it, I think, would have to be Gary McCartane.
Look, I'd agree. Gary, I hope you are watching and listening. I think you're somewhere in the never at the moment, digging out large piles of iron ore or something like that. 700-pound deadlift has got to be a given now. Total, look, I'm saying around the 810, and I think I'm being fairly confident there. Gary seems to think sub 800. I hope he breaks 800.
Look, I think he's always underestimates Gary, very modest. In fact, but look, I think the guy is capable of 810.
Yep.
Definitely 800 flat. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yes.
Here, he's been one of these guys that have steadily improved over the last 3 years.
Yep.
And I think this could be the moment that he makes his mark. But he has got competition in this. We've got Francis Cowan from Bunbury that's making the journey. Now, if he can actually lose a few kilos and actually get into that 110 kilo division, but he'll be a strong contender for when it comes to podiums. Francis will be.
Look, that's right too. Francis lifted very well at the recent GPC WA state titles. At what body weight was he there?
No, he was 110, a solid 110.
Was 110. So we're pretty confident he'll make the 110 or 242 pound class June the 11th for Francis and Gary. And who else is in amongst the mix, I wonder?
Well, another Gary Jones, travelling all the way from Adelaide.
Morning, Gary.
How you going there, Gary? Look, one of the masters lifters, but the weights that he's throwing around at the moment definitely put him in open contention. He's probably pretty new onto the sport in this second coming for Gary, but look, Gary's going to be very strong, and we'll probably do a bit of a podcast on the masters section in itself. Because he's going to be a very strong contender there. But he will feature towards the end of this competition. I think he'll be looking at a podium finish for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, and pretty much the same age and weight division as our esteemed leader, Mr. Henry Day.
Yes.
Should be a bit of a head-to-head competition there.
Yes, well, we'll get into that at some stage against Adam. But Kyle Love's the other person that I like in this division. His breakthrough year probably came last year in that, and especially with the bench, he's breathing all over Mr. Bench, Kevin Lloyd, our Mr. Bench here in Perth, Kevin Lloyd, picking up the 100 kg state record. So look, I just think I think Kyle Love, looking at his training and his progress there, could feature pretty strongly as well. So as I said, there's really no contenders that actually are standing out to put their hand up to say, hey, I'm going to win this division, but it's pretty close. It's going to be close, Adam.
Look, no doubt about it at all, and with 8 competitors, it could go any way at all. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but powerlifting is a sport where many things can and sometimes do go wrong on the day of competition. A couple of missed attempts in the squat can put a lifter off. It's going to be very, very exciting on day 2. Well, sorry, both days, but day 2, especially so in the 110 kilo class.
Look, as I said, there's a strong field there. Aaron Cullimore may actually make the step up from 100s into 110s. So Ashley Hartigan from Bunbury also.
Yes, he's coming up with Francis and obviously Phil Wild from Bunbury too, yes.
Yeah, and we'll get onto that one as we travel down through the weight divisions.
Yes.
But look, 110 division, my favourite for going into the event, Gary McCartane. Your favourite?
Probably Gary. I don't think, and that's nothing against any of the other competitors, but I think if we were running a TAB or a sports bet here, the odds-on favourite would have to be Mr. Gary McCartane.
Yeah, we're all coming for you, mate.
That's it.
Anyway, that's it for the 110s at the moment, and we'll see you next week with a review of probably the women's division.
Done. Thank you very much.
Thank
See you all then.
Cheers.